Hello, guys. Welcome to the match once again. And there is actually some substitutions being made for Pachuca versus Salzburg, which is back and live, which actually just get that scoreboard color, text color fixed up. There we go. And we can also remove the little thing there at the top. We can hide that. There we go. So this match is back and live, and it's Salzburg 1-0, Pachuca 0. The Juventus versus Hilal game is also going to be starting any second, so I actually have to pull that up as well. We're going to need a lot of screens here. I'm actually going to open up my screen on the right here so we can have even more screens. But yeah, Salzburg already going straight in and doing a throw in here. We're going to have to try and get this game, all these games up right now, all up at the same time, which is going to be epic. Getting 2 games up, so my computer does not want to work properly. Of course, that's normal computer behavior there at its finest. Okay, let's bring this over. Okay, bringing the match over there. Hope everyone's doing well. Again, welcome back to the stream, everyone. Let's close that poll there just so I can see. And we also got this. I'm making a little bit of the scoreboard for the next match. I'm also going to place that up on the screen here so we can all see it nice and easily. I'll put the timer back on as well. We're back in the 54th minute. Here, just skip it back slightly. Actually, just go like that. And we're on the 50th minute there. Okay, 55th. There we go. Actually, one forward now. I'm back. Okay, W's, guys, in the chat for this match. W's. While that occurs and continues to count up, I will just make the Juve scoreboard. We're going to do a second, media thing here, browser source, add source here, add another one, scoreboard 2, add source. I know it says some random thing up there, guys. It will disappear in a second, okay? So I'm going to copy, share score, keep a link, copy link, okay, URL there, and then we go like that. There we go. Oops. You can see most of the scoreboard actually there. I'm going to fix it up, don't worry. And preview it just like that, okay. Okay, copy like that. Editing mid-game is something else, guys. I promise you this is something else. I don't know why it's showing the full scoreboard there. That's actually kind of weird. Don't know why it's doing that. I'll fix it up in a second, okay. Just let me actually hide it for now. Yeah, try and fix that up. I don't know what that is about. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Got it working. Okay, now we'll show. We got the other scoreboard here, which is all good. Love to see it. Love to see this second scoreboard up and running for the Club World Cup. This is both round 1 games. Juventus versus Hilal is going to be starting in about 5 minutes. Welcome everyone to the stream. Just position this nicely. I didn't really have any time to do this off stream, by the way, guys. I literally just, as soon as that match ended, got the next one up and running, and here we are. Right here. Okay. At least it's all working now. And we can also get a little bit of a logo for this as well. Love it. Lovely, jubbly. The Club World Cup logo. If I can find that. I don't know if there is a Club World Cup logo actually for me. Club World Cup logo. Here we go. Come on, load up. My PC is taking forever to do stuff, and it's supposed to be really good, so that's a bit frustrating, but there we go. Okay, we're all up and running. All up and running there. Club World Cup has both scoreboards up. Now I won't have to ever do that again on stream, which is all good. Welcome everyone into the stream here. So at the moment, currently, Pachuca versus Salzburg, nothing's really happened. Actually, there has been something happening here while we've been distracted this whole time. It's actually been a goal for Pachuca, getting the equalizer. 1-0, as I expected. While I was distracted, I don't even remember it happening, but they've got somehow the equalizer here. Let's just have a look at the goal here again. I'm just going to have a look at it. happened just about 3 minutes ago. And here is what it came from. It came from a free kick. Just re-commentate this goal. Can't believe I actually missed that, unfortunately. I mean, that's what happens when matches get delayed. You know, different stuff like this happens where the matches conflict. Then you have to, you know, set up all this stuff here. But yeah, see this free kick goal by Pachuca from before. Hopefully I don't just score while I'm looking at this. And what a brilliant goal that was. That was an insanely good goal. I think that was by, yes, it was by Gonzalez there, number 8, taking the free kick, the right centre-back for Pachuca. A brilliant goal by him. And he has brought Pachuca right back into this game. And as I said, Pachuca dominant. They are actually insanely dominant. And I do expect them to, you know, win this match because they are that type of quality. They have the quality of this team to really do domination in these sorts of games, you know. Pachuca just passing around the back now. I'm opening up my foot mob. So, yes, 1-1 here for the Pachuca versus Salzburg game. And we also got Align game starting in 3 minutes. Both matches opened with me, so I can actually see both of them, luckily. And that is just a clear miss there for... is that Salzburg missing, and it's going to be a corner. Actually, looks like, sorry, it's a Pachuca corner. Let's have a look. No, it's a Salzburg play here. And yeah, just a little bit of a poor touch, really, from Salzburg's defender. Is it going to be a Pachuca corner? Yep. Going to be a Pachuca corner. Pachuca 1-1. Sorry, just a little bit confused by what was happening there in the fray of the games. 2 games going on, so we have to really test our commentation skills. Smash like for commentation. Here we go. Pachuca taking the corner. This is coming in, and that is almost a goal there, just cleared away by Salzburg. Align Juventus still waiting for that to start up, by the way. It's minutes away from starting. This match hasn't started just yet. And this is currently Pachuca just playing around with the ball here at the back. Playing around with it. Let's actually get the Club World Cup table going up here as well so we can actually see the fixtures that are occurring at the moment. So currently, yeah, this is just passing around from Pachuca going into the box here. This is Pachuca controlling the ball. That was, I think that was Kennedy there. Just a nice control, and then plays it back all the way to the right back here. Rodriguez. Montiel. Rodriguez. And now it is with the ball. I think that is Pereira. Pereira now passing it forward to Montiel. Montiel, he is such a key player, you know, for Pachuca. He's been insane in this game. Here's a chance for Pachuca, actually. And that is just saved nicely by the goalkeeper there. Nice and easy by Zawi. Nice, easy save. Juventus lineup still coming out of the field here. Can't believe Pachuca instantly got a goal from the restart. There was minutes after restart. And that's why I said the delays in the matches, the hour delay has really benefited Pachuca. It's allowed them to really analyze tactically how to break down RB Salzburg. And, you know, it's really just aided them here in, you know, seeing the weaknesses of this team. And in the end, you know, just creating a sort of perfect gameplay situation where they can break down nice and freely the team. And this is a Pachuca throw-in here. Pachuca just taking a throw-in there, just passing it out to Montiel, who brings it forward. Kennedy receiving a nice pass there. And that is going to be a free kick for Pachuca. A foul on Rodriguez. It's an unnecessary foul there. Yeah, just by number 2 for Salzburg, Rasmussen. Unnecessary. In other words, the Juventus game, we have Weston McKennie as the captain, it looks like. Is he the captain there? I think he might be the captain for this game. Yeah, we got Weston McKennie as the captain, just, you know, dapping up the Align players there. So, for Align to line up, it is Rui Patricio as the goalkeeper, which I'm so surprised that Align actually has Rui Patricio. I didn't even know they did. He is now Align's goalkeeper. They got as their backline here Zabala, Aton, Rabia, Ratnik, and Traor. For the midfield, they have Kaku, Park, and Palacios, and the forwards, of course, Rahimi and Laba. So this Al-Ain lineup is pretty deadly. For Juventus, we have the Di Gregorio in the goal, Savona, Kelly, and Kalulu as the centre-backs, Costa, McKennie, Thuram, Ulian, and Cambiaso as the midfield. We have Conceição and Yildiz as the forwards, along with Kolumuani as the striker. Yeah, so Al-Ain having Rui Patricio in goal is actually going to really benefit them. He is a very skillful Portuguese goalkeeper, of course, being the main goalkeeper for Portugal all the way up until eventual Diogo Costa's takeover. Rui Patricio playing for Roma most of his career, as along with Wolves and Sporting, Sporting being his most prolific club. And Al-Ain, of course, having Rahimi as well. Sofian Rahimi, 29-year-old, a striker for Al-Ain. A pretty decent player, that is. He should be really, attacking sensible for Al-Ain in this gameplay here. Pachuca just giving away a throw-in for Lehner here for Salzburg. We are commentating two games, guys, at the same time. So I'll say when we switch between each one. So this is currently the Pachuca-Salzburg game. 64th minute for that game, and there is just passing around the back here, really, by Salzburg. Of course, we'll mainly try and commentate the Juventus Al-Ain game, since this is the dedicated stream for it. We did try and do as much as possible for the previous game, but of course, yeah, the match delay does make it a little bit harder. Pachuca hopefully can get the dub, as I said before, because the Mexican teams, dark horses of this tournament, they are extremely good. Monterrey and Pachuca will play. Also, welcome everyone to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is some decent play here from Pachuca, just bringing out the back while we wait for Al-Ain and Juventus to start. Again, no idea that Rui Patricio was on Al-Ain. That is so insane that they got him. Insane. Okay. This is now Salzburg. Salzburg trying to find a little way through there with Sulzbacher. Now onto the other side. This is number 23 for Salzburg. Gadot. Just trying to get across through. Doesn't make it through there. And Pacheco now have the ball. Pachuca now just giving the ball away. This is now Godot again. It's playing out to Kartzig. And it looks like the Juventus game is going to kick off now, which is great. Yes, Juventus versus Al-Ain has kicked off for, of course, Juventus playing in their blue kit, Al-Ain in the purple kit. And Juventus did take the kickoff here. Juventus versus Al-Ain has started. And so far, Al-Ain is winning in the vote 50%. And Juventus also 50%. So technically, Al-Ain not winning. But it did appear first for me on that voting poll there. But W's to everyone voting up. Both games going on now. This is one of many times where we have to do two games at once. But I'll see if I can handle it. I think I can. Of course, both big games, you know. We can actually change the font to be slightly bigger for the Al-Ain Juventus scoreboard there. We'll see both games here. So this is just Juve just passing around the back. Just trying to, maintain some possession. On the left side here, bringing it forward. That is actually a decent move by Juventus. I do maybe expect an early goal for Juve exactly like this, except that goes wide there. That was not a good cross from the left wing. Number 27 for Juventus. I think that's Conceição, if I'm correct. I don't know. I have to check the lineup there. Cambiaso, sorry. Conceição's number 7. Al-Ain's jersey looks awesome. Yes. I actually love Al-Ain's purple jersey. Definitely a very nice looking jersey. And what I didn't know, I don't know if you knew this, Mr. Messi, Rui Patricio is on Al-Ain's for their goalkeeper. They used to have Issa as their goalkeeper in the AFC Champions League. But yeah, Rui Patricio is now their goalkeeper. It's out of nowhere that transfer must have occurred. But that's insane. Also, the Pachuca match got delayed by an hour due to adverse weather. So that's why we're covering two matches at once here. And Pachuca did equalize while I was setting up the tables, which is a bit unfortunate. I didn't expect that. So no real reaction to their equalizer besides a W free kick it was. It was a brilliant free kick. I think it was by the Pachuca centre-back there. Which is insane. Keep an eye on Rahimi. Yes, exactly. Rahimi, the star player for Al-Ain. I have watched lots of Al-Ain's games. I watch a lot of these teams' games. Random teams, I'll watch their games. And Al-Ain, I've actually seen a lot of. Rahimi, brilliant. He single-handedly almost defeated Al Hilal in the AFC Champions League group stage a while back this season. We also had, of course, Al-Ain versus Al Nassr. He was a bit of a ghost in the Al Nassr game. It was 5-1, I think, for Al Nassr, where Bento scored an own goal for Al-Ain to actually have a goal in that game. But yeah, Rahimi otherwise is extremely dangerous. He is a very good Moroccan international. Honestly, I really want him to come to Al Nassr, to be honest, when I was watching his gameplay. He actually knocked us out last year of last year's Champions League, AFC Champions League 23-24 season. And yeah, he is just genuinely a GOAT of Morocco. This is now on the side here for Cambiasso. Just passing it in there. Nice play and defense by Al-Ain there. It looks like it was some nice defense there from Rabia. Ortone as well, picking up the slacks there. It looks like the Al-Ain's actually changed most of their lineup too. So usually they have the likes of course, Eric on the field. They have Cardoso usually on the field as well. There's another Rahimi, which they do play on the field too. But yeah, that's different. They've actually changed up a little bit here. And they're not playing Eric. I was actually surprised about that because Eric was a key player for them a season ago. But not so anymore. Now Juventus, of course, is playing Thuram's brother. I want to see a little bit from him. I haven't actually got to watch many of Thuram's brothers' games. So, yeah, I do want to have a look at that. This is now on the right side here. Traore just bringing it now down the field. And Juventus, nice control. Just passing back there. Nice, easy from Kelly. Now it's Di Gregorio. In other words, the Salzburg-Pachuca game is just Pachuca really controlling the ball here. They're actually having a lot of playtime in this second half, which I'm extremely surprised about, you know. Also, Dorito Chip, sorry, I didn't look at your message. Do I have a Clash Royale clan? Yes, I do. I have a Clash Royale clan. Why do you still have all those evolved Mega Knights around in my room? Because I'm too lazy to take them down from that video. But yeah, I got a Clash Royale clan, got a Clash of Clans clan. I played both games since they launched. I think I said this in a previous stream, that I did apply for the creator code for Supercell, and they ended up saying that I don't post too much Clash Royale content. Supercell, I played your game since it launched. I love Clash Royale. I love Clash of Clans. Come on. There's a foul there on Pachuca. So they have won a free kick. Again, Pachuca deadly on the free kicks, by the way. They did score their goal from a free kick, from the exact same position. And now this is the Juve game. Al-Ain just kicking the ball down the field, trying to win some possession. And it's going to be a free kick for Juventus. Just a foul there on what looks like to be Savona. Weston McKennie actually got a yellow card as well. What is it called? I downloaded it 20 minutes ago. The Clan. Okay, the Clan is called... I think I put it up in the... Did I put up a Clash Royale clan thing? Yeah, I'll just open it up for you right now. Also, I need to get my phone charging thing. It's over there. I'll get in a second, though. Just after this Pachuca free kick. I'll put the clan tag on the screen, okay? It's GQJGRL22. You can skip back. GQJGRL22. That is the clan tag there. And Pachuca's going to take this free kick just while Juventus is passing out from the back here. Again, trying my hardest, guys, to commentate 2 games at once. Smash like for 2 commentations. But here, Pachuca, free kick. And it's launched just over the goal there. That is going to be a goal kick for Salzburg. They are lucky because, of course, Pachuca scored that previous free kick. An absolute banger it was. The first free kick scored of the tournament, I'm pretty sure. And now this is Salzburg taking a goal kick here. In other terms, this is Juventus taking a goal kick. Juventus ready to play this one up field. Okay, now it's Di Gregorio. It actually looks like Kalulu has switched sides with Savona. So Savona's now on the left and Kalulu's on the right. You're a special boom. Special Z boom. I haven't actually got to listen to the match just yet, Dorito Chip, the song yet, Dorito Chip, because I did have to make up the leaderboard. If you skip back to the very start of the stream, I actually missed the goal for Pachuca because of the leaderboard being made. There was no time between both streams. So yeah, L Dino for not having enough time. L time, really. Okay, this is Align now. Reed Patricio just under a lot of pressure there. Just gets rid of the ball there. I feel like Align's main problem is really not having a class goalkeeper with Issa. He was okay, but then the second season on that I watched them this season, you know, he wasn't that great. He was brilliant in the previous season when they did win the AFC Champions League, but yeah, Issa dropped off. Reed Patricio, a good replacement, you know, one of Portugal's all-timers, so that's insane. Want to see a little bit more from Rahimi, you know. I did say Align would get a goal. I said my prediction for this match would be a 2-1. So I do think that's possible. Align is good on the attack, especially. Just clearing away the ball there. Juventus do give away a throw-in. They've got possession back. Juve just playing around. This is now Cambiaso now over to Kelly. Kelly on the right side now to Yildiz. Yildiz insane for Juve. Back to Cambiaso. Trying to find Thuram there, but just not doing so. And Thuram diving in the box. Might be a penalty check. I don't know. Could be. You a special Z. Your mommy said so. Okay. I'm just getting the charger. It's right there, guys. Like, see, just got the charger now. Because my phone is on like 5% from all these matches, you know. Insane amount. I can't wait as well till, I don't know, I think it's in a week's time when there's like 3 matches on at once. So we're going to have to watch all three scoreboards on the screen. That's going to be crazy. But yeah, we got this match currently going on, you know. So, that's all good. So why is this not standing up here? Got an idea, there we go. Okay. And now this is a Salzburg attack, actually. And an Align attack happening on the other screen. Let's see which one can happen. This is Rahimi taking a shot, and it's saved by Di Gregorio. Rahimi, again, brilliant on the plays here. He is genuinely a great player, guys. W. Rahimi in the chat. He is honestly a European-class player playing in the UAE League. I do think that Rahimi, I did want him in Al Nassr to play with Ronaldo because we need a winger, but yeah, Rahimi in any team, to be honest, would be class, absolute class. Of course, Cristiano still with us. The clan one more time. Okay, I guess I can tell you it. You can also skip back if you'd like, if you don't hear it again, but yeah, I'll tell you. Both teams just getting a goal kick conceded here, I think. Oh, there's a goal. There is a goal here for Salzburg. Salzburg just scored. And it's a header. Brilliant there from the Salzburg player. Let's add a goal to the Salzburg chart there. 1 goal. And it's going to be a substitution as well for Pachuca. Salzburg really needed that goal. It was crucial. The clan tag, GQJGRL22. Okay. I can't repeat it again because otherwise I'm going to miss any more goals. Lucky I didn't miss that one. Okay, so Pachuca's made double substitution here. Didn't get to see who it was. We can check the stats there, the live updates, when it occurs here on the screen. Just waiting for the substitution information. Fortunately, there is none. Let's go actually have a look at FootMob here. What substitutions were caused? And we can see here the substitutions was, of course, when they load up. They're about to load up actually right now. Just because we're, you know, the comments to the side, substitution information is slightly delayed on Dazen's feed here. So it's Jamie Lozano is making the team's second substitution. Alan Bautista replacing Robert Kennedy. And Augustin Palavencino is coming off for Santiago Homenchenko, which I did predict in the Pachuca live stream. This is now Juventus, who have just scored as well. What in the world is happening, bro? There's like goals in both ends. So hard to keep track. Juventus have scored, and it was a brilliant goal there. Let's just have a look at this one once again. So it's a nice cross in from the side there, and Juventus just collide with a header there. Brilliant header. And I think that's an assist by Costa. Yeah, on Kolo Muani. Again, deadly in the box. This is something he's so well known for. Kolo Muani is his headers. I mean, he's not that great in France in terms of like shot powers and plays. But Kolo Muani with the ball at his head, you know, that's going in. And it just goes past Rui Patricio on the top left corner of the goal there. That is a brilliant goal by Colomwani. And it is Juventus leading now with a goal. A goal to 0. Juventus taking the lead. Colomwani, of course, with his brilliant header goal. And now it is both teams looking up and down here on the screen. We have Salzburg just trying to get a second goal there, and that is brilliant save there from the Pachuca goalkeeper, Moreno. It looks like he might have been injured a little bit. He is down on the ground here. I think he's injured a little bit there on his knee. Juventus now with the ball, passing from Thuram out to the left side here. Cambiasso passing back to Thuram. Is he going to take the shot? I think he is. Thuram. No, instead he tries to cross into Colomwani. Brilliant little play there by Thuram's brother, Yildiz, now passing out to Weston McKennie. McKennie, one of USA's best players. I do think that he might become better than Pulisic, because Pulisic, to be honest, a little bit overrated, have to say. But Thuram here. Thuram getting through almost, and Rui Patricio just grabbing that ball there and saving. But McKennie, you know, shows the quality, tries to get that ball through. He's really a midfielder that USA need, for example. Definitely, they need someone like McKennie to provide the balls into the likes of Pulisic. I feel like USA kind of need a better striker, though. I don't know what their striker is at the moment, but they need someone kind of like Jonathan David from Canada. You know, he's very good. Another, you know, poacher-type striker, Erling Haaland from Norway. That's the type of player that USA need. Not that, of course, I'm following USA's national team, but, yeah, just on the topic of USA players. And this is now a return from Salzburg here, just after a little play off Pachuca. Salzburg bring the ball down to the right side here, and then just trying to pass it in, and it really just goes out for a Pachuca goal kick here. Nice defense from Pachuca in there, the end there. Now back onto the Al Ain Juventus game. Red Bull are about to top Al Hilal and Madrid. I know. I can't believe that Hilal and Madrid are going to be second and third, which is crazy. I really did not expect that. 10 minutes left for the Pachuca Salzburg game here, and a ton of time left for the Juventus Al Ain game. At least both games are getting goals, you know. And this is the benefit of goals in 2 games at a time, you know. You're getting goals at high probability. You're getting more of them. And this is now, it looks like Costa on the side here. No? Who's taking the throw-in? Oh, it's Al Ain taking the throw-in, sorry. I thought Costa might have been having a throw-in there. No, Al Ain. Rahimi taking the throw-in there. Now this is Palacios with the ball, passing into free space in the back there for Al Ain. And this is going to be a play out for Al Ain getting a yellow card there. That is poor defense from them, it looks like. Yeah, yellow card. Let's have a look. Oh, it's a yellow card for Juve. What am I saying? I can't even tell. Is this a card for diving, or is this a card for... Yeah, it is a card for Juve there. That's Cambiasso getting a yellow. Okay, I thought they were giving a card for diving, because that referee lady really just pointed the yellow card down at the floor there. Okay, is a card for Cambiasso, who has been playing pretty alright, you know. Colin Mane, highest rated player on the field currently, but this could be deadly for Al Ain. It looks like... Is Rahimi taking? I would expect him to take, but I don't know. No, he's in the box. I would have thought he would be taking this, but no. Here we go. Free kick for Al Ain. 2 on the wall here. It is Yildiz and Conceição on the wall. And it's probably a free kick there from number 10, Al Ain, almost scoring, and it's just cleared away by Juve. That is a brilliant clearance from Juventus, because that was almost going in by Kaku there. He is another key player for Al Ain. I do recommend to watch out for Kaku, the Paraguay international, similar name to Kaka. That's who I thought of him when I first heard of his name, when it was Al Ain versus Al Nassr a year ago or so, 2 years ago. And Kaku just clears the ball down the field here. Traore trying to touch the ball there. That's a bad touch. Juventus with the ball. And on the other terms, Pachuca with the ball on the right side, just trying to clear it into the box, and that is cleared away by Salzburg. Cleared away by Salzburg there. Both teams in both games, you know, just this is really possessive football. I feel like this football's a little bit fast-flowing compared to, you know, some of the other games we've seen. Definitely Alliance, Juventus, Pachuca, and Salzburg games so far have been really intense, you know, on the attacks. And that's what I've been saying. All four of these teams, very attacking teams. So that's something we love to see in football. Lots of attacks. Cash is in the building. Welcome back, Cash and Nico. W profile picture, first of all. And second of all, yeah, we're doing 2 games at the same time here. Also, I just realized as well that the timer for the other game stopped. The Pachuca-Salzburg game stopped just because I had the timer off it for quite a fair bit, so it stopped. I'll just skip it back up. Sorry about that, guys, again. It's just because, you know, I had both timers up here, so yeah, I can kind of do that, I guess, which will fix the problem a little bit. There we go. Yeah, both timers working. A little bit of time there on there. Pachuca and Salzburg. Pachuca really near point here, I think, because it's going to make Group H a little bit more even. It's going to allow Real Madrid and Hilal to really reward from their draw, because if Salzburg win, they're first in the group above Real Madrid and Al Hilal, who are the 2 that should really be getting through, you know. Your messages aren't showing up, Dorito Chip. I don't know. It's 2:21 at night for you. For me, it's 4:21 a.m. Currently in the morning. And this is now McKennie with the ball. Sorry, I really just said McKennie, and we're looking at the Pachuca game. This is Pachuca, and that's going to be a free kick for Pachuca there. Infantino actually in attendance for Juve versus Alliance. I'm surprised that he didn't come to the other game with the empty stadium. Infantino, you know, always on it, bro. Juventus winning in the Polvo as well. Juventus 78% win probability for you guys, and Alliance 22%. I didn't put a draw option just because, you know, we want to see wins, not draws. Alliance are unlucky to concede an early goal. They're doing good. Yeah, I know. And this is the thing, again, the Middle Eastern clubs, underrated severely. I promise you guys, I've been watching their gameplay. It is actually severely underrated. And it's because I live here. I've watched nearly all of the SPL games, all of the AFC Champions League games. That's how I see the UAE League teams playing. I've actually seen the UAE League stadiums. Iniesta used to play there. He's actually training for a coach in UAE. But yeah, all the Saudi games, all the AFC Champions League games. Same with J-League, you know. Saw those teams inside the AFC, and they're definitely strong. I feel like the SPL teams are the strongest of all the Asian teams. They genuinely are really good. Of course, people say there's only 3 good teams in the league, but that is completely false. Here's a corner going in by Pachuca, and that is just headed away by Salzburg. And in other words here, that's Weston McKennie passing to, I think that is, can't even see because my phone's foot mob went off, so I can't tell who that was there. So unfortunately, it can be us. So Juventus on the side here, just crossing in, and this is a ball for Yildiz. He is going to win back possession with Weston McKennie, and this ball is going very into the box. This might be a penalty, I don't know. Juve is still playing on. Conceição takes a shot, and that's a goal for Conceição. Juventus 2-0 against Alliance. That is brilliant skills from Miguel Conceição, the Portuguese wonder kid who is absolutely rocking up the field here. And now there is a substitution happening for Pachuca, by the way. This is going to be a substitution for Pachuca. Montiel and Dominguez coming off, and on comes Sanchez and Hurtado. But in other words, this Juventus goal, brilliant. So originally there's a penalty appeal out of advantage is played, and Conceição just skills past 2 players, shot over the head. I wish if Al Ittihad and Ali also playing in the tournament. Yeah, Ali, Saudi, Ittihad as well, and also, you know, come on, we have to do it with Al Nassr, bro. Al Nassr's team is, you know, the problem with Al Nassr's team, Mr. Messi as well, is that the board. This is where a little bit of corruption is. The board for Al Nassr's team is Al Hilal fans. And if you didn't know, Al Nassr and Al Hilal biggest rivals. And Al Nassr has a board of Al Hilal fans, so they actually limit what players we can get, which is really frustrating. They give us bad coaches. They're giving us players we didn't ask for. They're trying to buy another winger when we already got like 4 in the club. Buy a midfield. We have no midfielders, no defenders. And, you know, it's just poor. Also, in other terms, guys, as well, Al Nassr's goalkeeper, Nawaf Al-Akidi, who was on loan for Al Fatah for most of the season, he actually stopped them from being relegated. That's how good he is. He is being considered by European clubs. And when I say Nawaf Al-Akidi, you guys can search him up and look at his highlights. When I say he is the best Saudi goalkeeper, the best Saudi prospect out of every Saudi talent, I'm not lying. He is genuinely the best goalkeeper I think I've seen from Saudi in the whole league, better than the internationals, better than Bunu, better than Bento, Al Nassr's current keeper, the Brazilian, which, again, the board sent out Al-Akidi. He actually got banned from football for not playing in an international match for 6 months when Al Nassr were going to win the league. They banned, and then it got messed up because we had to play a fourth keeper. And then he'd come back, and the board sent him out to another team. And really, him being considered by European top clubs, I'm not even joking, top European clubs, it just shows how good of a prospect he is. Exactly, Al Nassr's board is a complete mess, yeah. Hopefully it can be fixed. You know, they just fired the CEO, who used to be a former player, the only member of the Al Nassr management who's actually a fan of Al Nassr, who's actually played there, knows the club. It's really annoying, to be honest. I don't really like that at all. I don't like how they fired the CEO. He was very angry with it too. He said he woke up in the morning and they sent him a message saying he's fired. Like, who even does that? So yeah, I want the board to be sacked. Hopefully, you can get a better board for the season next season, because I am visiting all of their home matches and I want to actually see a win. Finally, Ronaldo lifting a trophy here, besides, of course, the King's Cup, which is a real trophy as well. It was confirmed. I mean, I don't know why people are saying it's a friendly when it has the best Saudi teams in it and they're all playing for the trophy, you know. 3 minutes additional time for Pachuca versus Salzburg. Other words, Al-Ain on their counter chance here. This is Rahimi trying to win something there, and it looks like it might be a corner. I don't know what's happening with your messages, Dorito Chip. Yeah, it's kind of weird. And Cash and Nico, would you say I still watch Cash and I only got 1 sub? What? Wait, what do you mean, bro? Ronaldo should have joined Al Hilal. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, now I'm gonna support Al Nassr, of course, because Ronaldo's there. That's the club I started learning about the most when I found out about Saudi. You know, the Saudi Pro League, and of course I support my boy Ronaldo. And I can't change it now. I've been supporting them now for about 3 years and a little bit longer than that. But yeah, Ronaldo made a mistake when he joined the league. Should have joined Hilal because they had the most support, you know. But all I will say is, you saw Real Madrid's match. As someone said this actually in the Al Nassr, I follow Al Nassr Fan Zone, which is the biggest Al Nassr supporter page. They said you saw the Real Madrid match, right? You see how Real Madrid scored 1 goal. Ronaldo scoring multiple goals against this Hilal team this season, and top scorer of the league against these types of teams. These are the teams that we're versing, not just, you know, yeah, that's what a SPL reporter actually said, Mr. Messi, yeah. They said that Ronaldo, by staying at Al Nassr, saying he's staying at Al Nassr, he did the right thing and not joining for the Club World Cup even, because it really disrespects the Al Nassr fans who, some of them don't really like him for no reason. I don't know. He's the best player on the team. I don't get it. Top scorer of the league 2 years in a row, and one of the higher assist makers along with Sadio Mane. But yeah, he chose the right decision staying. Majority of Al Nassr fans, by the way, like him. It's just there's a couple in the crowd that really, they're the louder ones. You know, always the louder ones are the ones that, you know, hate on. And Sarang, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, bro. Sorry I didn't respond immediately, just on a little rant there. And, of course, this is Al-Ain with the ball. Pachuca trying to actually get a goal here with 30 seconds remaining. And it looks like it'll be a free kick for Salzburg there. Salzburg won the game. They're going to be first in the group over Hilal and Real Madrid. And Gluck has been named the player of the match. Oscar Gluck for Salzburg. You're going to post on your channel. Okay, W's Dorito Chip. You can check later if you want to watch it. Also, I'm so annoyed about... I don't know what's happening with your messages, Dorito Chip. W's. Hopefully they get fixed. Full time going to be called any second for the Salzburg-Pachuca match, and then we can finally just watch one team. And this is Align on an attack. The thing, as I said with Align, they're very attacking teams. So this is, common ball play from them here. Juventus just fouled. It looks like it's a foul from someone on Align. I don't know. There we go. Salzburg win. They're in first place in Group H. Any chance Messi joins Hilal? No, I think he stays with Inter Miami, to be honest. I do think he stays there. Just because, his friends again, Suarez, he's established, it's kind of like what Ronaldo's doing with SPL. Messi, promoting MLS. I don't think you would betray the MLS with his promotions there. Salzburg, Pachuca, full-time. 2-1. Salzburg is now the top in Group H there, which is insanity. I can't believe that. Let's go and close the scoreboard there for that game. Bring this scoreboard down here. W's. Okay, now we can actually watch the full match in all its glory here. Juventus versus Align. A match I'm actually very excited to watch myself because, again, another team that I've watched in the Middle East that genuinely pretty underrated. Except for this year. They were pretty average until they signed Rui Patricio as their goalkeeper. Just going to plug in my phone at the back there. It's on 3%. Don't want my phone running out of battery, guys. Otherwise, I will be really stressed about that. I'd love to see Messi joining Al Nassr, to be honest. Mr. Messi, though. Imagine Ronaldo, Messi playing together and Mane. Mane, Ronaldo, Messi. Bro, that would be so crazy. If you didn't know, I'm actually a big Mane fan as well. Yeah, I love Mane. Here, I've got this of Mane. I'll get it. Here we go. Big Mane fan, guys. Look at that. They actually sell this in Riyadh, in Boulevard World. A full-scale FIFA card of any player. So you can get any player as a full-scale card. This is made of like hard material as well. Look at that. That looks amazing. Sadio Mane, 90 OVR, team of the year, I think that is. Team of the season. Yeah, I think it's team of the season actually. I also got one of Ronaldo too, but it's a icon card, like an icon concept card. Ronaldo 96 OVR striker card for Portugal. Brilliant. Maybe I'll get more of those in the future because they are honestly so crazy. W Boulevard World for selling those types of products, Love to see it. Also, Vinny, go there. Okay, this is now Juventus with an attack. There's a shot from long range, and it's a goal for Juventus. Brilliant goal by them. What an insanity that was. A shot from absolute long range, a cracker by Yildiz. And that is a goal for Juventus. 3-0. It's over. Align's done. They're finished. Surprisingly good attendance for Juve versus Align. Yeah, I think that's mostly because most of the people that support Align are a bit more wealthy, so they can actually fly out to get this. That's like with the Salzburg game. I feel like most of the supporters aren't going to be that wealthy, so flying out there might be a bit expensive for them. But yeah, definitely Align, biggest team in UAE. A lot of people in UAE are slightly more wealthy, so yeah, a lot of attendance. And of course, I'm pretty sure Juve is one of the most followed teams in USA, if I'm correct. I think it is, like one of the most followed. Align can't actually believe what's happening here. Rui Patricio, a 4.4 rating. That is poor to really have that sort of rating here, especially since how many games has he played for Align? This is his first game for them. Nah. His first game for Align, and he's conceded 3 goals. Let's be serious here. That is a bit sad for Rui Patricio. 3-0 now, 31st minute. Back to one scoreboard here, so we don't have to worry about, multitasking, which is all good. Let's also just maybe make the scoreboard a little bit bigger, actually. Is there like a different font as well? Maybe like a nice Roboto font. Rubik 101. Nah, that looks ugly. Okay, sorry. Just playing with the font here. That looks pretty decent, actually. Maybe I'll do that one. Just make sure the scoreboard actually fits on the screen. Juventus are not taking any chances. 3-0 in 30 minutes. I know. And that's why I'm saying the big team should have been doing this. Why are they not doing it? Like Dortmund should not took any chances really against Fluminense. Like I know, of course, Brazilian football, high quality, definitely underrated. But, you know, Dortmund playing around like it's a Sunday league game, really. They were not really trying. And it's like, come on. It's an important club event. You can get so much money from this event here. Even if the fans don't believe it's important, saying it's a useless tournament, it's a lot of money for new signings potentially of high quality, especially if you win this. If, like, for example, Hilal won this, or actually, Hilal's not a good example. They got the ministry funding. Let's think. If Align, no, not even Align. What? Maybe Juventus. If Juventus won this, Juventus would have a lot of, you know, additional funds to go and then spend on some high quality signing that maybe they would have not gotten before. I picked, by the way, both teams that are funded by governments, I think. Align's the government-funded team, I think, for UAE. I'm not too sure. I don't know if they do government-funded teams, to be honest. But yeah, the lesser teams winning this tournament will be insane for them to get signings, to be honest. But yeah, this is why I'm thinking, really, the big teams not taking too many chances. Yeah, but yeah, now Juventus really settling this game out nice and easily. Are we going to see the second biggest score in the tournament? Maybe, you know. I mean, again, Al Nassr fired 5 past this team. Al Nassr this season with that horrendous, you know, form that we were on, except for Ronaldo. Ronaldo, actually, if you guys don't know, Pioli kept subbing off Ronaldo. It's actually really annoying because Ronaldo would be like a goal off a hat trick, and there would be like, you know, 10 minutes to go, and it's a weak team, and you go and sub him off like a absolute loser. So lucky Pioli's leaving. We're actually getting Conceição's dad as the new coach, most likely. I can't wait to see that. And Leao as a new player. Leao and Ronaldo link up in Al Nassr will be crazy. But yeah, this could be a big scoreline. 5 past a line from Al Nassr easily. Then Juve is going to fire at least 6 or 7, you know. Because this Juve team definitely better than Al Nassr currently. And do I like your new profile? Yeah, I like it, Cash and Nico. You guys changing all your profiles lately. W's to you. Align here on a little bit of a chance. This is a chance for them to score. Rahimi passes in. There's a tap-in. How did the tap-in get missed? It's a tap-in. It's offside, but that's a tap-in, Labba. Sure. Rahimi gave you a tap-in. How did he miss a tap-in right there? Genuinely, what is that disgrace? Rahimi offside, I know, but like, come on. Score the tap-in. It's not that hard. You literally kick it into a defender. The goalie's out. Rahimi did all the hard work for you for skilling the goalkeeper, and then he gives you a goal on a silver plate, and you don't score. Yeah, W profile, Cash and Nico, you know. W profile. Score the tap-in, Align. Come on, get back in the game, you know. Rahimi carrying. I know, what is that? That's disgraceful. And again, this is what I'm saying. You know, sometimes when I'm watching Align's games, this is like in the 5-1 game for Al Nassr, it's only Rahimi trying. It's like, where's the rest of the team gone? Are they dead? Like, are they sleeping on the field or something? Like, genuinely. Look at this. Even Rahimi putting pressure up right now. No one else is running. Why is no one else on this team running? Like, genuinely, I don't get... Do they want to win? It'll put UAE League legacy up a little bit more, you know, if they won against Juventus. But the more they score, the more worse their leagues are going to look. So, definitely, they're going to need to put a little bit more effort into this game. I mean, at least it's a big scoring game, you know. I'm tired of the, you know, the pitiful 1-0s and the 0-0s. Yeah, big scoring game here. Love to see it. I'm pretty sure, was that offside by... I don't know who was offside there. I think maybe it was Kelly offside. I don't know. Rui Patricia. I don't know how Rui Patricia was a 4.4, by the way. When all 3 goals weren't his fault. They were from, like, close range. It was his defense's fault, really. Rui Patricia, again, the blunt of the blame on Foot Mob with that rating. So far, Juve as well have had 67% possession, 33% for Align. There has been a 0.52 expected goals for Juventus, 0.12 for Align. 6 shots in total, 3 on target for Juventus, 3 shots in total, and 2 on target for Align. 1 big chance for Juventus, 1 big chance for Align. That was offside, so it's been now 0. And there's 195 passes for Juventus, 87% accuracy, 95 passes for Align, 89% accuracy. 4 fouls committed for Align, 5 for Juve, and 1 corner for Juve, 0 for Align. So that is how the teams line up at the moment through the statistics. Which is, big up. Juventus winning the poll as well, 77%. Sorry, Align fans, this isn't going your way at the moment. It seems like Rahimi's the only one in your team actually trying once again. Even in the AFC Champions League, it was Al Hilal versus Align, and Hilal conceded 3. Rahimi hat-trick, I think. Was it 3 or 4? Rahimi scored a ton of goals there, single-handedly almost destroyed the entire Hilal team. He skilled through the entire field for one of his goals there. Scored a free kick and scored a penalty. And Al Hilal did in the end win, but yeah. Align lacking passion after they won the AFC. Yeah, exactly. They did win it a year ago, though. It's Al Ali, which won the AFC, Al Ali Saudi. They got knocked out this year in the group stage, which is a bit pitiful from them, because they were the previous year's champions. How do you get knocked down in the group stage when you just won it before? You change your profile again, Cash and Nico? There is just a little bit of talk here between Colomwani and the number 70 for Align. Be exactly right, Mr. Messi. There's no passion here from their team. Really, Rahimi, the only one showing passion once again. And this is typical gameplay from them. Same, you could maybe argue Rui Patricio just because he's a goalkeeper and there's, it's hard to really show passion. And that is almost scored from the corner there. Corner going in, header. Rui Patricio not happy with this team. He's saying, where's the defense? Because there is none. And this is looking, this is looking dreadful for the Align fans who did come and attend this game today in the Audi field. Yeah. Rui Patricio not happy. He's played with better. He's played with better people. And there is a little bit of scramble here for the ball for Align. Here's a little bit of a chance, and it's just given away poorly by Laba. Again, a bad pass from him. Bad play. I would expect him to be subbed off at halftime. Maybe bring on someone else. I don't know who else there is to bring on of quality. Besides maybe, of course, Eric in the defense would be the only real quality player I can think of currently. Jasic as well. Cardoso. Okay, Cardoso is pretty good. But yeah, in attack, there's no real other quality besides the starters. So that's going to be a big problem for them. What happens if you change it again? Well, you're just changing it all the time, but I don't know. Don't know if YouTube has a change limit. Or Google. And now it's Align here on a little bit of a counter-attack. This is a good chance, actually, for them, because the goalkeeper's very far out of the box. I don't know why Rahimi didn't really take an initial shot, maybe not to take any chances there. But Rahimi just passing around. This is a cross coming in from Kaku. Just goes over to the left side here. They were actually playing initially well, Align, until the first goal, then they sort of just dropped off. And that's what happens, really, with some teams. Especially, I feel like that happened with... Who is it? There was a team, I think it was Atleti did the same. They conceded and then they just fell off. They turned from actually good to suddenly poor play, really, from them. It's going to be an Align throw-in. Already, so far, the player of the match is looking up to be Costa with 8.5 rating, 2 assists. Obviously, could change just depending on what happens here. There's a cross going by Align, and that is just out to the side there. A close one by Align. I don't know who really got connection to that. Was that Orton? No, it was Traore. Almost a connection, sorry. Traore has actually got Orton's hairstyle, so I was getting a bit confused there. Okay, this is going to be a 3-0 halftime, I guarantee. Maybe actually a 4-0. If you guys can't tell, I'm actually awake more as well for this game because, yeah, I got a little bit more sleep last night, last morning, and also I had a nice coffee before, so we're awake. We'll be doing some good commentation for this game, to be honest, because it's going to be a goal fest. Going to be a goal fest. Smash like for goals. Smash like for our line being annihilated here at the moment. I did again all of them. World Cup is next year and so excited for these unusual kickoff times. Yeah, I mean, I really hope, Mr. Messi, I really hope to visit this for the World Cup. I really hope, first of all, there's no controversies in USA, that I can go and visit, and then I can go and watch all the World Cup games. That's my dream, you know, with the channel, to get to the World Cup and do this in person, not on the screen here. But yeah, unusual kickoff times if we can't. It's 3 a.m. That's the only problem with hosting World Cup in USA. It's just that the times are going to be so inconvenient. Next year's World Cup will be better, definitely. The next time's World Cup, not next year's. The 2031 in Portugal and Spain and Morocco, because that's more a central country. And then Saudi 2034 will be amazing. I actually live next to a World Cup stadium. I'm very close to one that's being built. Al Qudsiya Stadium. I live right next to it. It's being built currently. It's actually going to be called the Aramco Stadium. It is massive, guys. I'm not even joking. It's like a 90k capacity, one being built out here. It's actually going to have a full-on park around it. It's going to have gyms, free-to-use gyms. It's going to have restaurants. I can't wait. I've seen the construction. It's going like mad where I am. So much stuff is changing in preparation for 2034. So, yeah, that's going to be crazy. But, yeah, 2026 World Cup coming up. Portugal are the favourites as well. I do have to say, Messi got his World Cup, you know. Hopefully Ronaldo can get his because, to be honest, it would be nice to see both GOATs getting their, you know, complete collection. And Man City game was at 11 a.m. in local time. Yeah, I know. That is insanity. It's 11 a.m. for them. For me, when I was watching that, it was 7 p.m. at night. And then here now, 8 p.m. for this match when it started. And for me, it's 5 in the morning almost, which is insanity. Especially the fans in UAE. Imagine any fans for our line watching this in UAE. For them, it's 6 a.m. when they're watching this game. 6 a.m. So they not only had to wake up really early, probably at like 5, but then they're going to watch this game, you know, at 5 in the morning, going out, and then 6 it starts. So that, yeah, the kickoff time's pretty, yeah. 5,200. We reach 5,200? W's. Yeah, I know. 2034 World Cup will be epic. Yeah, I can't wait for that one. Again, next to the World Cup stadium, one of them, and that'll be so cool, you know, going around and, you know, checking out all of the stadiums. I've seen so far one World Cup stadium. I haven't seen the rest of them. I heard Neom's getting one. I heard there's a couple in Riyadh. Al Nassr Stadium going to be changed. And, yeah, I'll call you Cash and Nico. W for changing DinoDoomz fan in there, you know. And also, yeah, W's, guys, thank you so much. 5,201 subscribers. I can't clap too loud. I don't want to wake my family, but W's, thank you so much, everyone who has subscribed. I appreciate all of you guys. This is, first of all, further than I ever thought we could reach in you know, YouTube. But, yeah, last night it was 5.19. Well, technically, it was actually wasn't last night. It was actually an hour ago, 5.19. And it was, you know, 5 hours ago, it was 5.17. So we are going up. We're moving up, you know. W's everyone who subbed up. Actually, I think it was like more than 5 hours ago. 5.17 was like 6 or 7, maybe. So, yeah, everyone's subbing up, which is crazy. I love to see it. Yeah, thank you guys once again. All you guys, appreciate you so much. Yeah, big happiness from me for you guys, you know, watching the videos along. Further than I could ever imagine. That's all I can say. Did I go to Qatar for the 20? No, I did not. I did not get to go to Qatar. I know it's like only I think it's like a 4-hour drive to the Qatar stadiums from where I live. But no, I was actually in another country for that World Cup, just on holiday actually, because back then, most of my family didn't support. Now we all support football in my family, but back then it was just me and Dynamite supporting football. So yeah, didn't get to go watch it in person. Watched it on the TV instead. Unfortunately, Mr. Messi. Next World Cup, I'm going to USA. That's the channel goal. Go to USA for the next World Cup. That is the channel goal. Let's go. We are reaching the league. You know, we are, Zeta. We are reaching the league, you know. Reaching the big league. We're going up. We're going up, you know. And let's go back onto this, you know, right here. Just checking out something quickly. Unlucky. Yeah, I know. It was a bit unlucky. We'll be going to the rest of them, though, I hope. I think there's a sponsorship for... If you live in Saudi for 2034, you get like a less ticket price, kind of like what they're doing for the Club World Cup for USA people. So hopefully that is. My university is actually right next to Al Nassr Stadium. It's actually on Al Nassr Stadium. So yeah, just a little bit of university reveal there for everyone who is here. So yeah, I get to go. First of all, I got the season ticket first of all, but I'm pretty sure their stadium's going to be a World Cup stadium too, which will be epic. You know, 10K before the end of the tournament, that's big. That is big. I mean, we did get, you know, 100+ subs since the start of the tournament. So who knows if it speeds up or down before the end. But there's a goal for Juventus. There's a goal for Juventus. Kolo Muani scores. It's over. Sorry, Al-Ain. This is the biggest scoreline for this game. It's going to be one of the biggest. It's going to probably be equalised with Byron. I don't think 10-0, maybe 8-0, 7-0. Al-Ain look absolutely just dead in this match. They look like they don't want to play. They're not even running. Like, what is this, bro? Genuinely, only players who want to play. Reed Patricio and Rahimi. Like, I'm sorry, Al-Ain. I thought you were better than that, representing UAE League, but yeah, I guess not. This is the best team in UAE, by the way. And again, just it's a pitiful. It really is not great. How did they beat Al Hilal last season? I mean, 2 seasons ago in their Champions League run. How? They barely beat Al Nassr in there, but they did. How did they beat the Saudi clubs? That is honestly just... I remember Al Nassr's game was absolute luck. Ronaldo missed a goal from, I think, a meter out because of... I can't even remember why. It was something. Oh, yeah, I remember why. The referee was on Al-Ain's team, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know how they beat the Saudi clubs with this absolute abomination. I mean, they got out in the group stage this year at least, so deserved. This is pitiful football from them. But we already know who's not making it through the group here. So, looks like Juventus and Man City easily are going to wipe up with a going through to the next round. I don't think Casablanca has a chance. Al-Ain doesn't have a chance at all with this type of gameplay here. Sorry, Rahimi. I really actually do want Rahimi to leave this club and maybe go to somewhere a little bit better. Any ideas where he should go, guys? Let me know. And again, sorry all Al-Ain fans who are voting up and, you know, watching. I'm so sorry, but yeah, it's over. It's over. And this is going to be halftime very soon. We're actually already over the halftime timer thing by a little bit. I think Rahimi actually would fit Juventus, weirdly enough. Just his playstyle is really matching, you know, their fast tempo, long balls, crosses coming in, you know, fast breakaways. Definitely a Juventus-style player, actually. And there's halftime. Halftime has been secured here at the Audi Stadium, and it is going to be Al-Ain losing 4-0 to Juventus. Honestly, thoughts on this half? We'll take a look at the stats first, and then I'll give my overall thoughts. So far stats as follows. 67% possession for Juventus, 33% for Al-Ain, 0.94 expected goals for Juventus, 0.15 for Al-Ain, 10 shots with 5 on target for Juve, 5 and 3 for Al-Ain, 0 big chances for Al-Ain, 2 for Juventus, 279 accurate passes for Juventus, 88% of total, 127 accurate passes for Al-Ain, 85% of total. 4 fouls committed for Align, 6 for Juventus, and 4 corners for Juve, 0 for Align. Complete domination from Juventus there. Align is going to lose this game 8 or 7-0, really. I don't think they're going to lose by this much. Definitely more goals will be present in the second half because of this pitiful display here from the UAE team. Again, Juventus just wiping up the floor nicely and honestly just displaying, again, a little bit of strength from the European football that we've been missing from the past couple of games. Where did I get this Madrid Classic jersey? Yeah, this Madrid 2006 Roberto Carlos Classic jersey. It doesn't have Roberto's name on it, but I think it's most well known from him. Actually was given to me as my birthday present from my parents, so I have no idea. I think maybe off a classic jersey website. I think there's a couple of them. But yeah, I got this off as a present, so I'm not too sure, Mr. Messi. I love classic jerseys, though. I do wish to get some more. At the moment, I've got only the current jerseys and then some jerseys, you know, from like 2021. Probably the oldest other jersey I have. I've got it. It's right behind me. I'll get it out. It's kind of a random one. Actually, it's over this side here. Okay, here we go. This is the most random jersey I have here. It is so random. I'm not joking, guys. Oops. Now, I don't know what team this is exactly. They're in the Serie A. Well, they were. I think they're in the Serie B by now, but they used to be in the Serie A. This is from like 2018, this jersey of this player, Mohamed Salah. Definitely not. Definitely him. Definitely not someone else called Salah. Number 7. Yeah, that's my most random jersey that I own, and that is actually from a mystery shirt pack there. I really do want to open a ton of mystery shirts live. I think it'll be so fun, you know, opening up some mystery shirts. W mystery shirts, honestly. This is the guy. What? It is? Wait a minute. Are you being serious? Wait, he played at that club, right? No, it can't be him. Wait, he played at... What club is that, though? It's a Serie A team. He didn't play in Serie A, did he? Hi, Nerosion. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Nah, this is a different Salah. Because this guy's jersey's from, like, is while he had this jersey while he was playing in Nantes, which doesn't make sense. Yeah, it is a different Salah, I think. Salah play football, Serie A. It's Marco Salah, I think. Let's check. I think it's him. Palermo, Coton. Yeah, I think it's Marco Salah. I can't really tell. Just trying to have a look at here what his different clubs were. Syria Salah. I don't know. I think it's Marco Salah, yeah. 26-year-old. Serie B. Salah Serie B, maybe. I'll give it a search up. Andrea Salah? Maybe it's him? There's a lot of Salahs here. Let's see. Is this the one? Let's have a look through all of the different teams. I think maybe it's actually Andre Salah. Yeah, it's not, because the other guy played only in Ligue 1, I think. Well, I was going to say that's a bit morbid, that I was saying, oh, look at this jersey, and then it's someone from like a dead football player. But yeah, I don't think it's him. Also, I'm going to wind up the window. Let's see if it's sunny outside. Definitely sunny outside there. Well, just witnessed the sunrise. It's now 5 a.m. I mean, been streaming for ages now. Crazy. Been streaming since, I think it's 5 p.m. yesterday. Now it's 5 a.m. the next day, so 12 hours. Not in a row, of course. Had a little bit of breaks between, but W's. And let's just add a laugh thing there. Just replying to a comment right now. Okay, there we go. Is there a crocodile in that tank? No, that's to say, it's a log. It looks kind of like a crocodile. Actually, the reason I got it is because it looks like a dinosaur head. If you know the Triceratops, it looks kind of like that. So that's why I got that one. But yeah, does kind of look like a crocodile, honestly, especially with the plants at the back. Makes it seem like that. The only reptiles I have is the turtles. I actually have to turn their tank light off too, so they don't get sad or sick, actually. There we go. Yeah, W's. I love turtles. I love pets, honestly. That's why I've got 4 cats, a dog, and 2 turtles and fish. And hopefully a lizard in the future. See this tank, right? So this tank has an infection of blackbeard algae. It's basically like an algae type, which really infects, you know, certain tanks. You can search it up. It's really hard to get rid of. So what I was thinking, I haven't told anyone this yet in my family. What I was thinking is basically emptying out this tank. First of all, putting the fish in a different temporary little basket thing. Emptying out the tank, removing everything there, turning into a lizard tank, and then getting a new tank for the fish. Like, that's maybe a bit smaller, cheaper. Because this tank was actually very cheap. It's secondhand. It didn't come with the infection. It was like nice and cleaned out. But yeah, I think one of the plants I brought the blackbeard algae in, and yeah, it's very bad. It actually does destroy most of the stuff in the tank. It turns everything. It gets like this little black coat of like fur on it, and it's really unhealthy for plants. It actually kills plants and prevents them from growing. But yeah, I think a lizard tank would be a W in that tank at the back there. Like have a desert landscape, maybe a rock, some hiding spots, you know. Yeah, I don't know what you guys think, but I think it's pretty cool. Also, next week, frosted tips will be coming soon. Frosted tips on the hair. Try and get, if you know Yamal, his OG haircut, not the current one. The current one is looking disgraceful. Yamal frosted tips, though, I love that one that he used to have. The one Neymar used to have as well. Love frosted tips. I used to have it, actually. My hair, just let it grow out a little bit so I can go to the barber. Is a mini fridge on the desk an actual one? Yes, it is. An actual mini fridge. It opens up, has some Sprite inside, but I'm not going to drink it because, of course, it's like really early in the morning. I'll probably get teeth rot. When does this next half end? I actually need to get my phone because I think it's full charge. Yes, it is. I love Samsung's new fast charger. It really helps, you know, charging up devices, because there was like, I don't know, there's about 20 minutes of charging and it's already back up to like 70%, which is insane. I love that feature from Samsung. Let's go see what people are talking about on the, what's it called? Oh, there's a deal here. Tigers agreed to deal to sign Angel Correa from Atletico. All confirmed. Tigers signing him. So that's a signing from Fabrizio, just confirmed now. What's that? Don't know what that was. Apple sucks. Yeah, I heard about that. Apple's charging isn't that great, so yeah, that's unfortunate to hear. Any complaints so far about the Align game from people? What are they saying about this? What are they saying? This game is great, the Juve fans are saying. Of course. Of course. Great. Okay, well, enough looking at that. When does halftime start? What phone do I use? Samsung S22 Ultra. It's not the latest one, but yeah, it does the job, you know. It does the job. It's definitely a okay phone. 4 minutes till the next half starts, by the way. Had this phone for quite a while now. Maybe 5, 6 years. It's good. Maybe 5 years, actually. So W's, yep. I think, yeah, 4 minutes till the next half starts. Probably a little bit less. We'll see. But W so far for the first half. Lovely. You know, lots of goals coming in. That's what we love to see. And, yeah. You know, can't wait for more. So just checking on my short there. Download Z font to change the ugly Android emojis. Okay, I will. Test that out. Just let me, first of all, do that. Z font. Let's have a look at that. Z font on the Play Store. Yeah. Did you see? I don't know if you use. I'm guessing you might use Apple, since you're saying Apple's is bad. I don't know, but if you use Android, Mr. Messi, if you know the new update, right? That new update really changed all of the fonts on the icons to so bad, you know. Z font 3, or is it Z font Android tool? Is it this one? This one? I think Z font 3. I don't know if you can really see that. It's kind of hard to see. Juventus players are coming back on the field here. There's actually a Chelsea jersey. Oh, you have a flip 5, old W's. I really, I'm jealous. I love this, the flip phones, honestly. Flip, the fold. Do you actually know the Huawei Fold 3? You know, the one where it folds and 3 times open? I saw it at my local store, which is really epic. I really wanted to have a look at that one and test it out, and I did. It was so cool. Definitely a novelty, you know. You open up the 3 panels, so you got like a full-size iPad, and then you close it back down. It's just a regular phone. It's not even that big either. Nice thin display there. So it's that one. Okay, I'll get that. Downloading Z font 3. Downloaded. Okay. Agree. Terms and conditions. No notification access, actually. Okay. There's a lot of ads here. Let's just go and quickly close those. While downloading fonts, you manually grant this permission setting. Okay, just grant. Yeah. Notifications. Oh, cool. Yeah, there's a lot of different fonts here. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just got the app open right now. W's. W fonts. Don't get a foldable phone. They're so fragile. Oh, you always baby it? Oh, okay. Because as someone in my family has a foldable phone, they've got the Flip 5 as well. And whenever I see it, I'm always so jealous. Because it looks so cool. But yeah. Unfortunate there. Really that they are, you know, a little bit fragile. Definitely, I feel like that they should, maybe, I might get it like in a couple of years' time when they're really, you know, set and secured, you know, where, you know, you're getting the quality from it, because honestly, they're a cool idea. Maybe when they're like ultra thin, that would be so cool. Imagine like one that's like thin as paper and you like unfold it and it's like 6 pieces big. That would be pretty cool. The half is about to start as well in 30 seconds. 30 seconds, so it starts. Players are actually coming out of the hallway now, out the tunnel. And I guess our line's just being told to absolutely just go on an attack here. No defense. That's why I think Cool's a second device. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think so. That's what I was thinking as well. If I ever got the, you know, the Huawei Fold 3, I would... What are these goofy... Bruh. What are these guys doing on the screen here in USA, bro? Doing the floss and Fortnite emotes? Why is he doing... Now, what is that goofiness? That is embarrassing, bro. That is embarrassing. Someone doing the floss, someone doing the hype emote from Fortnite. Come on. We're not in 2017. But yeah, I was thinking the Huawei Fold 3 as sort of one, you know, to see, like, for example, Clash Royale, all that, and record off it. And then this one is a recording device phone. So, and then my regular phone for, like, chat and all that. But yeah, probably in the future, you know. At the moment, I do not definitely have enough to get that. I've got, like, 0. Okay, Juventus is coming out, and Align is coming out. A lot of Juventus fans. Which actually looks like there's a couple of substitutions going to be made. I guess Juventus bringing on the B team here, because, of course, the A team is finished the job already for this game. Again, Juventus not taking any chances, really, with this one. They probably saw all the other European teams drawing, so they were like, not today, and just pulled out the absolute big guns and slammed Align into the ground here. But, yeah, so let's check the polls as well. Juventus, 74% chance of winning, you guys are saying, and Align, 26% of you saying that they're going to win. I don't think Align's going to score 5 goals. Let's be honest. I don't think that's going to be a possibility at all in this game. Way is going to be coming on. Or Weyer. I think you say Weyer. I'll just say Way because it's how his name looks on his back. Do you see the UV team meeting with Trump? I did not. Doesn't the Juventus team like meet with everyone? They meet with like the Pope and then the Trump and the President of Italy and France. Like, what is that? Douglas Luiz actually coming on here. I think it's, what's her name's boyfriend? Forgot her name. You know, the Swiss footballer on Juventus female team. The one that met with Speed the other time. Alicia Leman. Yeah, that's who it is. Douglas Luiz. Okay, this is Align taking kickoff here. And now, already in possession here, we should actually start the timer as well, instead of just staring. I think it's like on the 16th second. Daz's not actually playing the timer or the scoreboard on the screen yet, so we don't actually know what time the match is on. But that is a decent slide tackle there from Juventus on Rahimi. Again, the only player that's trying in this match, Rahimi, just showcasing skill, really. I guess Rahimi wants to transfer to Juventus, showing how good he is. There is no changes here for Align. They're still playing the first team. Cross coming in for Align, and there is a chance there for a goal. And there's a goal for Align. It's 1-0. Yeah, 2 American players for Juventus. It looks like it might be offside, though. Yeah, offside. Offside, reduced. There is going to be a check here. There is going to be a check by the referee for a goal. Here we go. It's the 46th minute. Yeah, don't know why they're not showing the scoreboard on the screen here. I don't get this. This is poor from Dazin here. The referee is checking for this goal being onside here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. This looks like it could be onside. Do you know if there's a goal here, right? Yeah, I don't know if this is going to be onside or not, but if there's a goal here, this could change momentum greatly. Like, I know Juventus have smashed them in the first half, but this could give a little bit of a spark of momentum. Just like we saw with France versus Spain. Goal check, and it's going to be a continue play. Yeah, no goal. Okay, nothing there. Why does the lines lady look like she's sunburnt as well? Okay, this is now Juventus on the side here. You're back in the vid. I may as uploading W directorship, you know, grinding on YouTube. It's now Align playing around here. Definitely a early goal for Align again. Is going to change a little bit of momentum. It could bring a little bit more favour to their side here in this game because they are looking more lively. This is the Align we did see in AFC Champions League 2 years ago. Something that I haven't seen in a long time now because of all their poor plays and performances. This is now Align passing back. All female officials. Yeah, that's nice to see. Exactly. The game improving. All I will say, though, I will say one thing. I have a problem with this referee. This referee I have a big problem with. They officiated the Inter Miami versus... I think it was Inter Miami versus Al Hilal. I can't remember. Inter Miami versus someone. I think it might have been Al Nassr, actually. Yeah, Inter Miami versus Al Nassr. And she literally denied a perfectly fine goal. A perfectly fine goal denied by her. I was so annoyed. It would have been 7-0. She literally helped Inter Miami in not conceding too many. But yeah, other than that, I don't really care. It's a 5-0 game or whatever, 6-0. Okay, this is a long ball from Align here. Now, this could be a chance. Laba with the ball. Khan, take a shot, bro. And that is a save there. That is really, again, Laba, what are you doing, my friend? you've had literal open goals here and you keep missing. It would have been 3-0, 5-3, 4-3 if you could actually score. I remember here in the Riyadh season games. Yeah. Yeah, this lady was there for that Riyadh season game. She was the ref for both games, I think. But yeah, regardless, you know, Inter Miami didn't win, but as long as Al Nassr won. I mean, I didn't really care for Hilal. I didn't care if she made poor decisions for Hilal because I actually don't like Hilal more than Inter Miami. Yeah. Only time I'll like Hilal is when they were versing Al Ain in the Champions League because I didn't like Al Ain for knocking Al Nassr out. And then the only other time I liked Hilal was in technically a little bit in the Real Madrid game. I mean, I'm happy with the draw, to be honest, because it, again, showcased SPL football as actually good. That's the only other time. The rest of the time, though, that team is... They're I don't know. I just don't like them. Okay, this is Laba. Come on, Laba. Can you, like, lock in for this game, bro? No, you're not. You're just going to give the ball to Juventus. Great. This is now Juventus on a counter-attack here. This is going to be Thuram passing to what looks like Colomwani on the left side here, almost playing left wing. And did I miss halftime? Yeah, Dorito Chip, you kind of missed halftime a little bit. But we're back. We're back. We weren't talking about much in halftime, just yapping about different phone stuff and that. All different stuff, to be honest. Yeah, there are a lot of Juventus fans in USA, by the way. Like, why are there so many Juventus fans? I always see that on the streets, random people in USA wearing Juventus tops on, like, the YouTube shorts and that, in, like, unrelated football content. It's like, I don't know what the thing is with Juventus in USA. I would have thought maybe more Man U shirts or, you know, some club that used to be really popular. But yeah, Juventus. Guess maybe it's the black and white style. Juve are not stopping attacking and talking. Yeah, they're definitely taking this game really seriously. Though their defense is a bit questionable. If Al Ain could actually finish, it would have been maybe a 4-2 game at the moment. So, again, Juve really need to be careful for the next game against, especially if Man City is one of their opponents coming up. It's not yet their next opponent. Man City's next opponent is Al Ain. But their final opponent, Juventus, will be Man City, and they need to really be careful on the defensive because Al Ain have opened him up about 2 times here in this second half already. Lucky that Laba can't finish. Okay, this is now on the left side here, Costa, who's got the highest rating in the game, besides Colomwani with an 8.8. And Thuram, I just realized there's an 8.6, though he's subbed off now. Player of the match is going to be Colomwani. I guarantee he'll be voted as player of the match. No doubt about it. Pass around to, I think that's Douglas Luiz. Now this is Kalulu. Through ball there to Conceição. Kalulu. Brisbane McKennie and Way Americans. Ah, yes. Yes. Ah, okay. Yeah, indeed, yeah. Americans. Are there more Americans on Juventus? I swear there are like 4 of them. I swear there's more Americans, but yeah. Your messages, I don't know what's happened in Dorito Chip. Yeah, it's actually genuinely strange why sometimes the messages don't show. Yeah, who are the other people from USA and Juventus? I swear there is more. Don't go because you're tired. Yes, definitely go to sleep, Dorito Chip. I'm sure it's late where you are in New York now, but have a nice rest have a nice sleep, have a nice rest, and I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to be doing a gaming stream first. I'm pretty sure we'll be doing FNAF Mimic game, I think, and then we'll also do, of course, those football streams tomorrow. We've got a big game. We've got round 2 of the Club World Cup actually starting up tomorrow, which is, I think the next game will be, if I check the Club World Cup schedule, I think it's Inter Miami versus Porto. Porto, if they don't win against Inter Miami, bro, that's going to, I might actually genuinely, if Porto lose to Inter Miami, I might buy an Inter Miami jersey. I might. Because Inter Miami actually might, you know, how Al Ahly, first of all, didn't win against Palmeiras is sorry, Al Ahly didn't win against Inter Miami is actually pretty crazy. It was genuinely second best prestigious club in the world besides Real Madrid, winning the Egyptian league like basically every year, and then their finishing was abysmal in that game. Ustari, obviously, an insane match as a goalkeeper, superior player of the match for sure. Inter Miami locking in as well with Messi. Unfortunately missing, hit the crossbar, I think, twice in that game. Yeah, Messi locking in that game there. I would have liked some goals in the opening match. It's a little bit annoying, the opening match being a 0-0, but yeah. So the two games, coming up, 7 p.m, Palmeiras versus Al Ahly. This is going to be round 2 of the Club World Cup, so we're going to see all of our teams playing once again. So it'll be Palmeiras, Al Ahly, Inter Miami, Porto, Seattle Sounders, Atleti, PSG, Botafogo, and that's for those games in a set there. Yeah, Miami's going to have a hard time, though. Porto will probably play their A team now instead of playing their stupid B team. I don't know what they were doing against Palmeiras, playing their B team there, not playing Pepe. That was a genuine mistake. You rarely miss any Miami games, so W's Mr. Messi if Inter Miami win. Let's see if they will. Hopefully, Miami can actually, lock in with some of their stuff. Unfortunately, they are missing Jordi Alba. I don't know when he's going to be back, but he is crucial in their defense, so I don't know if he's going to be there or not. But Pepe is going to have a field day if Alba's not there, so hopefully, Miami can get him back as quick as possible, because he does have a hamstring injury. It says late June on FootMob, but I don't know when exactly that is going to mean by. Your messages won't let me mention social media. Oh, I think it's Dorado Chip. This happened with some other people. It's whenever you self-promote, right? YouTube auto blocks all self-promotion because it is against the YouTube policies to self-promote on others' channels. So I'm sorry about that, Dorado Chip. It is YouTube policy, not me doing it. I can't even see your messages. I have no idea what you're talking about on here. So yeah. It did with 2 other people. They tried to self-promote, but yeah, it auto-blocks. Fortunately, you're going to get smashed with heavy score. I wouldn't say so, Porto really messed up their first game against Palmeiras by playing the B team. I know they've got the A team now. Probably for Inter Miami, they'll take the game a bit more seriously because they really were lax in that game there. But yeah, it could easily be either a really bad score against Inter Miami or, it could be a close game. You never know. Inter Miami, I would suggest, should park the bus. And this is like all of the teams that have weaker, player sets. Of course, Inter Miami does have Suarez, Messi, Busquets, but the rest of the team, but Ustari actually was genuinely good. Why don't I stream on Twitch? I'm focusing on YT at the moment. I'll probably stream on Twitch maybe at the end of this year, just when I get the YT up and going, because we're still grinding for some of the, basically there's a set of things you have to reach for YouTube, for example, to get donations, monetization yet. It's not just 1,000 subscribers. That's completely false when they say that. So I'm still grinding up on some of those. And once I meet all the requirements, which is very soon, by the way, then I can have all those things, which will be so great. I can't actually wait. Because then I can actually start taking YouTube a bit more seriously and, prove my seriousness to YouTube to my family, because I think it's a valid job now. Social media getting so important in this world. It's basically journalism, but, you're doing it yourself, and I am passionate about English language and journalism. Yeah, cross-stream. I did purchase the cross-stream package, but, again, I think I'll just focus, oh, here's a goal for Juventus, 5-0. I'll just focus at the moment on YouTube just a little bit longer, maybe until the Club World Cup's over, and once I get back from my holiday, and then I can set up, the Twitch stuff and that, because at the moment, yeah, I'm not 100% on, like, for example, this mic here. I haven't got all the stuff for it, and you see sometimes on the stream there's a little bit of errors. Yeah, 5-0, it's over. Our line's done. Our line are finished. It's actually over for them. Sorry, our line fans. Sorry, it is over. So you guys are still voting up our line in the poll as well to get a comeback here. 5 goals they really need, which is 0% chance of happening. I'm sorry, yeah, not even a 0.1% chance, 0% chance of happening there. just based on form. Rui Patricio, not even to blame. This is his first game, bro. First game of 5-0 thrashing. Like, come on. Come on, bro. Rui Patricio, why did you go to Al-Ain? You could have easily gone to one of the lower Saudi tier teams, you know, because they're competing in the Cups titles. You know, I feel like Al-Shabaab, which is a Saudi club, would have been perfect for you, Rui Patricio. You've got the talent like Hamidullah, the top scorer in Saudi Pro League, going to be very soon. He needs one more goal to become the all-time top scorer in the entire league. I think that is. There's also, of course, on Al-Shabaab, they have, what's his name, Carrasco. They had Rakitic last year. They don't have him anymore. They got a couple of very good Saudi talents, Shabab, because they are one of the, you know, higher-up teams with Saudi talents only. Same with, as well, Al Tawoon. Dang it, not even self-promoting. I don't know, Dorito Chip, yeah, definitely doesn't let you. That is the, what's it called? YouTube policy, and I can't change that. I'm sorry, bro. I actually can't. I recommend, if you want to self-promote, go on to Reddit if you have it, and type on Reddit. There's a self-promotion channel specifically, and you'll start getting on there. Juventus are topping Man City. That means City are going to face a group leader in round of 16. Yeah. Let's actually see what their possible opponent will be. Let's hope it's not Real Madrid or something dumb, so then we can get these teams knocked out early on. Let's have a look here. Club World Cup knockout round. So City's in what table? They're in Group G, so they'll be playing a opponent from 2G, 1H. Why is this a thing? Why is this actually a thing? Real Madrid, if they come first in that group, they're going to verse City. What is that? Do you know what I want now? I want Al Hilal to come first, which I don't even know if it's possible now that Salzburg's won a game. Al Hilal coming first would be, you know, the pinnacle. You posted something you can see if you want. On where? Wait, where'd you post it, Dorito Chip? Yildiz coming off, by the way, for Juventus, and on comes who? Coop Miners coming on. But yeah, why does Real Madrid have to first Man City every time in the round of 16? Like, come on, what is this setup? It's genuinely just the goofiest setup here. If Real Madrid comes second in the group, though, they'll be versing 1G, so they'll verse Juventus, because Juventus definitely isn't losing any other games, really, except maybe to Man City. So, you know, if Juventus top the group, then that would be good, and Real Madrid comes second. The best outcome actually might be for Al Hilal, because I'm sure Al Hilal probably going to come, you know, second in this group. I know Salzburg won a game, but yeah, they're going down out of this, because Hilal and Real Madrid will thrash them. So, you know, we could see of course, Real Madrid first, Hilal second. So Hilal will probably verse Juventus if Juventus finish first, and City will verse Madrid. So you need to score more goals to avoid being second. Yeah, definitely. Unless, of course, they beat Juventus. If they beat Juventus, then it's all good. You know, that's the problem with a small group, you know. You got a small group. You got a lot less games here, really, to work around. So it's really everything, getting a draw or a win. A loss in this group means you're out, basically. Even on the first play, you're out if you get a loss, really. Al-Ain's finished. They're not getting out of that group alive with this loss here. -5 goal difference. Dorito Chip, you know what, because it won't let me self-promote. My YouTube channel is what I posted on. Okay. W's Dorito Chip for posting on your YouTube channel. Yeah. Just make sure not to self-promote, bro, on the other channels, you know. Because, like, I'm fine with it here, but I promise you, if you do it, you will get actually, like, striked on YouTube or something. I don't know what they do. They strike your channel for self-promoting. Yeah. Yeah, you can write like that. I don't think it censors. There's actually a possible penalty check here for Al-Ain. Come on, give Al-Ain a penalty, referee, please. Just let them have a goal. Phil's is singing you self-promoting. Well, technically you are, Dorito Chip. Technically. But yeah, don't do it on anyone else's channel. I highly recommend you do it on like the Reddit servers. There's no penalty, by the way. Do it on the Reddit servers I suggested, you know, self-promotion ones. Do it on self-promotion Discord servers. But definitely on YouTube, if you do it, you will get striked your channel because it's against the TOS. Yeah, I'll look at it. Don't worry, Dreadship, I'll look at it. It is against YouTube TOS, though, to write it. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying that, just in case. Okay, just for in the future, but yeah, I'll look at it just after this game, you know. First, it is Align just playing around low with the ball. At the back here, even if they get a goal, it's over. Just Traore just giving the ball away. Has Align even done a sub? By the way, I just don't even know. There I go to sleep before I crash out. Yeah, go to sleep, Dorito Chip. Have a nice rest. I'll check out your channel, okay? And I'll sub up, you know, because for you, always helping out my subs. But yeah, W's Dorito Chip. W's. Have a nice rest of your night, bro. And this is, yeah, Align, no subs. That is insane. Also, how is Laba the only one with a green rating on Align? Shouldn't Rahimi have a green rating? Bro gave him like 7 chances for free. Laba missing literal open goals, but I don't know. Rahimi did bad there. That's something. McKennie dribbles straight out. Play on. I don't think he did, actually. I think Rahimi's just calling nonsense. 65th minute only as well for this game. You can check the subs above the scoreboard on the screen. Yeah. Yeah, there's no substitutes yet for Align, which is actually really interesting. Only Juve subbed Douglas Luiz, Timothy Way, and Tuan Cooper Miners. But, yeah, poor from Align. I guess, why is Laba not getting off the field? Bro can't finish anything. Chadley should come on. Al Balushi, I don't know. Any one of these guys could be good. Hussein Rahimi? The other Rahimi? Even played Kaku, you know, in striker, because he was playing that once at one point. But yeah. I don't know. This is Juventus just playing around at the back. Again, this is Kalulu. Costa, honestly, Conceição's going to get player of the match. Conceição, I know he's going to be voted player of the match. Just 2 goals, you know, a 9.1 rating. He's got a yellow card, doesn't really matter. 9.1 rating. He's probably going to get an assist anytime soon. I just can't wait for his father to come to manage Al Nassr. He's now like a 99% chance of going there. He's going to play attacking football, I think. I haven't really seen him in a management position, but I assume he's going to play, you know, some good attacking football. Where's that Align right back with the long hair? That's what I'm saying, Eric. Yeah, he's missing. He's as a sub. I don't know why he's not being subbed on. I remember him playing in the Champions League against Al Nassr. He was actually good. He was making sure Mane was silent in that game. And again, don't know why he's not on. Don't know what this formation is where we're playing, you know, players like, you know, some of these random players. I've never seen some of these guys before, like Ortone. I haven't seen him. Zabala. I swear they had some different players 2 seasons ago, but yeah, looks like it's changed a little bit. And again, especially if you're losing this bad, I would have changed already. Here we go. Finally some changes. Took them about 20 minutes to make a change. So number 20 for Align is coming off. That is going to be Palacios, who's actually been playing decent. He's coming off here. And another sub, number 3, is coming off, which is Ortone, and he's going to be replaced by someone. So Ortone, Palacios, looks like Yahya and Niang are on. Yahya Nader and Niang are both coming on here. Eric's still nowhere to be seen. He's actually pretty decent as well. One of UAE's better players. I think he's from UAE, right? No, he's Brazilian. Oh. I thought he was from UAE. Okay. Well, I don't know why Eric's not playing, though. Fortunately, no problem, Mr. Messi. If you need to go, it's all good. And I'll see you in, hopefully, the next stream. But W's Mr. Messi for tuning in, bro. I really had fun talking with you. W stream, yeah, exactly. W's for you coming in and contributing, you know, Mr. Messi. Appreciate it. And this is going to be a free kick for Align. Just playing at the back here. And it's still Align with the ball. Just really, they're not doing much. Pretty unfortunate. I did think that Align would have had a, some sort of game here where they would get a goal. I did think it's going to be a 2-1, really. I didn't know Juventus was going to go this throttling on the Align players, but yeah, it is. Laba, just a nice one-touch back there. Rahimi being found and then just losing it, that's poor from Rahimi there. Again, he is one of the few players actually pressuring in this game, which is, again, strange. I don't know where the will to play is from the Align players, but yeah, it's definitely not there. Definitely seen better games from them. This is Align now passing it down the back here. This is, I think, Palacios. No, sorry, Palacios just came out. This is Rabia, sorry. Rabia Ratnik. Now the ball. Through there to try and find Kaku. Now it's Traore, who is fouled. Free kick. I think this could actually be a throw-in, maybe. Don't know if Wade committed a foul there. Let's have a look here. If this is a foul, this is the goal actually earlier from Miguel Conceição. Or, sorry, Chico Conceição, my bad. Chico Conceição is currently on loan as well from FC Porto. He'll come back on loan very short, in the future, definitely. Is that Francisco, right? Francisco. Yeah, Chico Conceição's the Conceição I was thinking of there, 9.1 rating. Absolutely balling for Portugal and also balling for Juve. Hopefully he does for Porto when he gets back. And Vlahovic has now entered the field. It looks like that, someone's coming off here. Randall Colomwani is coming off, yep, for Vlahovic. And also Federico Gatti is replacing Savona. Savona probably the lowest rated player on the field here besides Cambiaso, who was subbed off in the 46. But besides him, the current lowest rated player on the field is Weston McKennie at 6.7. Di Gregorio, not counting him because he is a goalkeeper, and goalkeepers always have a nerfed rating. This is Juventus now, just playing around with it. This is now the new substitution on here, on the field. Passing back to the goalkeeper, Galulu. Di Gregorio. Two-ball fan there to what looked like, I think that was Vlahovic. Yeah, I think it was Vlahovic trying to get that one. Fails to do so. Align now here on the right side. Come on, one goal, Align, please. Come on, let's go. One goal. We need to see one. And here's a chance. Laba just takes a shot. It's deflected away. And it is going to be offside. Yeah, Juventus going to get a offside kick. It was actually Traore there. Brilliant shot from him. Juventus offside kick. Here was the chance from Bahor, which led to the penalty. Check. And yeah, no penalty. There was a check there. His hand was on his chest there, so no penalty. There's going to be Juventus on the left side here. This is now with the ball, Kelly. Juventus players not even running at this point now. They're just walking around, just finding open spaces, trying to, play any balls really anywhere. Not really too stressed about what's happening. And this is now Kalulu passing back to Di Gregorio, who's now playing in the midfield. There's Gatti now. Gatti out to the left side there where Kelly is. And long ball coming forward. And it's going to be a goal kick for Rui Patricio. Interesting from Align's managers to still only make 2 substitutions and not bring on the better midfield, better defender here, Eric, the better right back player. He also plays left back too. Left back is his primary position, actually. Rui Patricio, long ball out there to Lava, now with the ball. I actually did think Align at first were playing pretty, relatively nicely until, the first goal was conceded. Then it's like all momentum really fell from them. There is a nice little interception there from Traore. Traore just passes back to, I think that's Ratnik. Ratnik just passing over now to Niang. Niang bringing the ball down. That was poor from Niang there, just trying to really do a bit of a trick pass there. Getting past, of course, Costa, but in the end, not really challenging Kalulu at all. And this is, again, Juventus on the little bit of a counter here. Of course, Cooper Minos trying to lose the ball there. This is a chance. Laba trying to get to the edge of that one, and it's just tidied up nicely here, really, by what looks like to be Gatti. Nice tidy up by him. Federico Gatti. There's a throw in one by Align, and they do actually get a nice ball here. Rahimi trying to get that, and that is going to be a goal kick there. Rahimi not really wasting his energy anymore, to be honest, because game's over. 5-0, 75th minute. Rahimi not really wasting any energy. They're showing a girl and boy kissing on the screen here for some random reason in the crowd. Juventus fans. This is a show, for the Juventus fans. Definitely getting a couple of goals out here. And now there's going to be some substitutions, again, made by Align. I don't know why they haven't been made already because, the match is over. Just play the B squad to keep the A squad in fitness. So Park and Kaku are coming off now. And on come 2 new substitutes, Chadley and Jasic. I think the main concern for Align really is to just get a goal. Also, a factual piece of evidence for you guys. Al Hilal is the first team in Asia to actually get a point from European teams in the Club World Cup. To get a single point, and I do think Al Hilal will get some more against Salzburg. I think, yes, Salzburg is in the group. Yeah, Group H, Salzburg, and also they have Pachuca, and we'll see definitely a point coming from Salzburg. 3 points indeed from Al Hilal, and of course 3 points from Pachuca, because Al Hilal will mow the lawn with them. Same with Real Madrid mowing the lawn with those 2 teams. I guess 2 dominant teams really in every group, as we have seen so far. Let's have a look at all the groups here, really, to just check the dominant teams in each one. So we have Group A, which is probably the biggest mixed bag of them all. We have Ahly, FC Porto, Palmeiras, and Inter Miami. I did think that Porto and Palmeiras would have been the more dominant groups. You can also say maybe Ahly would have had a chance to go up there just based on how they play. Rahimi actually calming down a little bit of a tension building up here between number 4 for Juventus, and I think it was one of his teammates there, Rahimi, just giving Zabala the throw in there. Group B, the dominant groups, of course, being PSG and Atleti. Atleti did lose to PSG, though I'm sure they will clean up with Seattle and Botafogo, though Botafogo could be a bit of a dark horse here and win in second place. Then for Group C, of course, Bayern, Benfica, both the dominant groups there, I think, though Boca could be coming through above Benfica into the second position. Group D, Chelsea, Flamengo, clearly obvious. Group E, Inter, surprised that they actually got a draw with Monterrey. At the moment, River Plate looking to go through. Monterrey could actually get through here over Inter, which could be a surprise. River Plate could beat Inter easily, maybe. Monterrey is versing River Plate next, so a win would be best for Monterrey to get against River Plate to secure a first place pole. Inter will play Red Diamonds, and they're going to definitely go into first if Monterrey don't get 3 points from River Plate. Group F, Sundowns is looking pretty dominant. They've got 3 points, and they're in the first in their group. Dortmund I can see going through, but, you know, it could definitely be between Fluminense, Sundowns, and Dortmund here in Group F. I do think all of those are pretty good. Ulsan Hyundai, unfortunately, is the weakest in that group. Group G here, Juventus and Man City are definitely going through. There's no argument about that. And Group H, Salzburg getting on the win there has changed the tide a little bit, though. I'm still confident Real Madrid and Al Hilal can get through to the next stage because they are by far the best groups in the best teams in that group. Real Madrid just really need to get Kylian back on form here and actually play a little bit more like a team because that was a little bit lacking in the previous match against Al Hilal. Al Hilal had more desire to win the game. They clearly did better. Vlahovic actually on a chance here, just intercepted nicely by Align's defense there. But yeah, there's the group analysis by me. If I had to really say who would get through, I think, to the knockout rounds, I'm going to say for each group, and then we can sort of go and see who will face who. We can do like a mini table here of who will get through to the end. Let me just get my little notebook. So, for Group A, I feel like we can have... I feel like Porto will get through in first position. And I feel like in second position, we might actually see a little bit of a dark horse with Ahly getting through in second. Because they, you know, they might change up their attacking strategy. They are definitely good. I've seen some of their gameplay, and it's pretty epic. Palmeiras will get in third. Unfortunately, I don't think Inter Miami will get through. Yeah, they'll be last in that group for me. Then for Group B, this is well, we can check up on this on every single type of thing, every stream to see if I'm getting more and closer to correct. So Group B, I say PSG get through with ease. Second, I actually think will be, I still think Atleti might get through, though they might struggle against Botafogo. Atleti's next match is against Seattle, so that's going to be a win for Atleti, really. Bringing them into, you know, second place if Botafogo lose against PSG, which they most likely will. So I do think Atleti's getting through. Atleti. Third is Botafogo. And fourth is, of course, Seattle Sounders. By the way, nothing's going on in this match, guys, so that's why I'm doing this. It's over the match. 5-0. I'll tell you if there's a goal happen. There's actually a chance here, though. Yeah, yellow card. It's going to be a... There is a little bit of callback here for our line. They are so annoyed at the referee here. There is a bad call by the referee. Again, this referee has made a poor call. There is advantage should be played for our line. They've literally got one defender back, Juventus, and no advantage is played. Instead, there's a yellow card given out for Juventus. Should have been advantage being played, and the Ally players are surrounding her because she has made a very, very bad call. That is the worst call of the whole Club World Cup, to be honest, so far. That one right there. That is poor from that referee. Could have easily been a goal. I mean, we don't know about the finishing, but yeah, could have been. For Group C, Bayern first. 2, I think, so Boca versus Bayern next. Boca's going to lose to Bayern Munich. And Benfica's going to play Auckland. I think Benfica's going through. Boca third. And fourth is Auckland. I mean, Auckland could pull a stunner against Benfica, but let's be real. I don't think that's happening. Okay, Group D. We have in first Flamengo currently. Chelsea getting through Group D as first place. Second, Flamengo. Third, I'm going to say LAFC. They've got some quality. And fourth, Esperance. Chelsea is versing Flamengo next, so if they get a win there, they will sort of commit to the prediction. Group E. We got in first here. I think this is going to be... Now, this is a difficult group. I'm going to do something here that many people might disagree with. I don't know. I'm going to say River Plate first. And I'm going to say Monterrey second. I'm going to say the current table order is the one that they're going to go through, and Inter, and then Red Diamonds. Because Inter against Monterrey, they looked bad. They did not look good, especially against, you know, the Mexican teams, which, again, I think they're the dark horses of this tournament. Okay, and then, of course, Group F. I think it will be, you know, this one I'm thinking about for a second here. I think it will be Dortmund first. No, I don't think it'll be Dortmund first, actually. I think it'll be Sundowns first. And Dortmund second. The same order as the group as well. Dortmund, Fluminense third. Sundowns a bit of an underdog in that group. I do think they can get this done, though. Olsen fourth. And then Group G. I do think Man City will finish first, above Juventus. I do think that's going to be the thing there. Man City will beat Juventus. Man City, Juve. I think Casablanca's next. And Align's last. And then Group H, we have, of course, I'm going to say Real Madrid first. Al Hilal second. Salzburg third. And unfortunately, Pachuca last. Pachuca did, unfortunately, they needed a draw there. They got the loss, so that's a bit unfortunate for them. That's why I do think they're going to be last here. Then here's a little play, actually, Brahimi trying to get that, and that's just cleared away with Di Gregorio, just playing the ball out. Yeah, nothing. Okay, now for the knockouts. We got 1E versus 2F. So for the knockouts here, I'm going to say, we'll do it like this. I think I'll go, let's have a look. For knockouts, 1E versus 2F. So we have here River Plate versus Dortmund. Dortmund. I say the winner will be... I actually think River Plate will win. Dortmund haven't been looking that great, guys, just based on, you know, some of the stuff at the moment. And now the next one is 1G versus 2H. So it'll be Man City versus Al Hilal. I think, you know, I'm going to have to back my guys, Al Hilal, just for SPL football, you know. I do think they can do it. I don't think... I think it's going to be just based on, you know, if they can retain that quality throughout the game like they did Real Madrid, because they really did retain, you know, possession, a lot of attacking prowess there. So I do think Al Hilal can get this done. Again, you guys can disagree with me. Most of you might disagree on that point. But again, Al Hilal, the strongest SPL team, I have to back them, you know, for SPL football. Even though I'm a rival team, of course, Al Nassr, but you've got to back SPL football, guys. At least for me, I have to. Then 1A versus 2B. Let's see. That's Porto versus Atleti. Atleti. I think that will be Porto v Atleti. I think this is going to be Atleti. And then we got 1C versus 2D. So we got 1C. So we got Bayern versus Flamengo. Easy choice. And I'm going to say Bayern. Okay, so Bayern versus Flamengo, Bayern, Atleti, River Plate, Al Hilal. Now we can do this one a little bit more. We'll go River Plate, Al Hilal. Al Hilal, going to get that. Atleti, Bayern. I'm going to say Bayern easily. And now for our finalists here on this side, we're going to say Al Hilal, Bayern. I'm going to say Bayern. Okay, now we'll do the other side here. So we got 1B versus 2A. So 1B, PSG versus 2A, Ahli. PSG. There's a chance there by Juventus just cleared away. Juventus is going to take a shot. That's going to be just wide. Wow, that was actually a good shot there by Juventus, by the way, guys. But let's keep analyzing here. PSG versus 1B versus 2A Ahli. And I'm going to say PSG easily. PSG best team currently. Then I say between, well, best team, you know, we'll see though. We got 1D versus 2C, so that's Chelsea versus Benfica. Benfica. And I am going to say Chelsea. Then we got 1H versus 2G. So that is going to be Real Madrid versus Juve. Juventus. And I will say Real Madrid, of course. Then we got 1F versus 2E. So we got Sundowns versus 2E, which is Monterrey. And I say Monterrey actually get through there. They were playing really good against Inter, guys. They were exceptional. Make sure to watch the Inter versus Monterrey analysis. It started like maybe 5 minutes after, but that one was really entertaining match there. I was on half sleep, but I did watch it, and it was very, very good. Very entertaining match. Okay, now we got this one combining up. So PSG versus Chelsea. This is going to be a PSG win. So then we got Real Madrid versus Monterrey. Ramos versus his old club, and I'd say Real Madrid get through. Real Madrid versus PSG in the semis. I'm going to say for this one, I don't want to be biased. I don't want to be biased, guys. Unbiased take PSG. Unbiased take PSG, just because of how good they are. And then the final is my prediction final, Bayern versus PSG. And I go and think Bayern or PSG. Let's have a think here. Bayern versus PSG. I don't know what you guys think. If you guys have any ideas on who could win this one, you guys let me know. But my finalists, I predict Bayern versus PSG. Just, you know, all of the calculations here. I don't think City make it past the round of 16 just because how weak they look against Casablanca. Yeah, Hilal will beat them if they get through to the round of 16. I do think they'll get through over Salzburg. But yeah, Bayern versus PSG, I think that PSG will take the dub. So PSG are the best team again. It's the Champions League winner, Club World Cup winner. But biased take there for my teams. Support Real Madrid win. Real Madrid against Bayern, it'll be Real Madrid win. Again, we can see either, you know, PSG could fumble, but they are looking really strong still. They still look like the best team in the world. Smash like if you think my predictions are good. So let's read it out one more time. So for the round of 16, River Plate Dortmund, River Plate, Man City Hilal, Al Hilal, Porto Atleti, Bayern Flamengo, Bayern, Atleti Bayern, Bayern, because Atleti looks bad. They're just getting pretty easy, you know, players to verse in the round of 16, you know, on the group stage. So we got Bayern going through to the quarters, Al Hilal going through to the quarters over River Plate, definitely. Then we got Al Hilal versus Bayern. Bayern will destroy Al Hilal there. PSG will go through against Ahli Egypt. Chelsea versus Benfica. Chelsea will get through. PSG versus Chelsea. PSG getting through to the quarters there. Real Madrid, Juventus. Real Madrid. Sundowns versus Monterrey. They're my two dark horses for this tournament. And I say Monterrey will get through. Monterrey, Real Madrid, Real Madrid. Real Madrid, PSG, PSG. And then PSG versus Bayern, PSG. There's the take there, guys. I don't know if it's a good take necessarily. There's also only a minute left of this game, and there's literally been no action here for the whole time. I mean, I'm doing the calculations, but yeah, no real action in this game here. I don't know why Alain's Traore there's encouraging his team to attack when it's literally 10 seconds left and you're losing 5-0. But yeah, it's over. This match is done and dusted. The referee is not being kind to Alain here by allowing the match to still continue full time. It is completed, the match here. W's, guys. It's 90 plus 3 minutes, and Juventus get the critical win to get into first place in Group G, with a 5-0 win against Al Ain. Kolo Muani winning player of the match there, superior player of the match. Juventus look deadly. Not deadly enough to beat Real Madrid in the round of 16 if they do make it. But yeah, dark horses for the tournament, Monterrey and Sundowns. Be prepared to watch them more closely. Round 2 starts from now on. This is now officially the end of round 1 of the Club World Cup. And we start round 2, of course, with a brilliant game. I think it is between, if we have a look here, it is between Palmeiras versus Ahly, Egypt, which I do think will get the dub over Palmeiras just because Ahly were out of form on the first game just because of a lucky goalkeeper, but their attack is insanely good. Their defense is good too. They are ones to watch in this tournament as well. I do think they'll get to the round of 16, just like Al Hilal will. Our line's in the dust here. I don't think they're going through. They're finishing dead last in this group. W's, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I got to get sleep now. It's 6 a.m. here. I streamed since 5 p.m. yesterday. It's 6 a.m. Smash like, smash subscribe for some more Club World Cup content. Again, streaming every single match. And I will see you guys tomorrow as well for the gaming stream first. Can I say my top 3 leagues, Dieter? Okay. So first, Premier League, La Liga. Though, again, this is subjective. I wouldn't put these in really any order. It's just about which ones I'll do based on ones I think are strongest and then which I enjoy. Premier League, La Liga, Serie A. They're the 3 that I think are the strongest leagues currently. And then the 3 I enjoy watching the most is La Liga first, Saudi Pro League, because I live in Saudi, watch Al Nassr every week when they're on. Of course, Cristiano's there. And then Premier League. So they're the top 3 for enjoyment. I don't really watch Serie A too much, but I do know the Serie A team's very balanced. I kept a track of the table. Napoli should have been in this Club World Cup. Again, I don't know why the winners aren't in here. But yeah, W's. Thank you, Dieter, as well for the question, you know. Love the interaction, bro. But thank you, everyone, for watching. Smash like, smash subscribe. You know, we just reached 5.2k, which is insane. And, yeah, love you guys for that. And see you guys next time for 7 p.m. match and also the gaming stream just before. W's.